Primetime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Atlanta Braves.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the Braves on D. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel, on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He will lead this one off today. Count is 1-2 now. Temperature about what you'd expect for this time of year. 56 degrees at first pitch. The 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Markakis giving chase. He's got it 1 away.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Nick Williams. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. Now a ball lined softly down the left field line, but this is a foul ball. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Oh, and he misses it. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
You don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after a 2-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Hit hard to the right. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking, strike 3. Phillies strand 1. Nothing for the Phillies to start. Atlanta coming up. We're just getting started on MLB Network. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup. So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 2-1 home. Line, but speared on a hop. And he's set down, 1 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on it in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Nick Markakis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 1-1. Slow grounder to third. Santana fields it cleanly, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. The 3-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Freeman leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Carlos Santana, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. .30 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Count still full, 3-2. The next 3-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Santana is retired, and there's one away.
Third baseman number 7.
At the plate, Michael Franco. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Franco ahead with a 3-1 count now. Goes and chops this one out towards second. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7, catcher Jorge Alfaro.
Settling in now, Jorge Alfaro. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. J.P. Crawford would be next. Dribbled up the line. High hop, and he barehands it. And the throw's offline as he tried to sweep it up that time, but came up with nothing but a glove full of dust.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
Into the box, J.P. Crawford. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Lane Adams. And there's ball 2 now. Hit on the ground to third. Franco has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. This is line to left. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Dansby Swanson. This is in the air out to right field. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, This pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Standing in now, Brandon McCarthy popped him up. And he will make the play back there, and an opportunity goes by the boards here as that will end the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. We'll move to the third with no score. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Aaron Nola, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. Lifted in the air to center field. Swanson ranging into the outfield, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Ready for another chance. Odubel Herrera. He flew out in his last at bat. The short hit hard. Swanson picks it up. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Williams. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Adams is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Striding in once again, Ender Inciarte. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here now the 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. Hernandez scoops it up, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The right fielder, number 22, Nick Markakis.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. Popped him up. Franco shading to his right, 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Digging in for his second at bat, Freddie Freeman. He drew a walk his first time up. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
3-1 to him now. This is on the ground over to first. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, listen, D-Row, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Hernandez on at first, nobody out. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. On deck, Carlos Santana. Now the 3-2 pitch. Drilled down the line. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Carlos Santana.
Into the box, Carlos Santana. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So with a couple of men on and 1 out in the inning now, let's turn to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And you can see the top 2 pitch velocities here. 96 on one hand versus a still respectable 92 on the other. Coming to the plate now, Maikel Franco comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And the 2-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Now in the box, Jorge Alfaro. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Albies scoops it up. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in to try it again, Tyler Flowers. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Swinging a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. A leap, and what a catch!
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it. But a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Stepping in now, Lane Adams. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Weakly hit towards first. He's got to hurry, and he'll just step on first here to take the Shure out.
Now batting, third baseman, Johan Camargo.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. Runner in scoring position with two gone. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
2-2. Yeah.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Three-two pitch, and he fouls this one off.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And the run will score as the Braves strike first to lead it 1-0.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Into the box now, Dansby Swanson. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. Camargo is off of first with 2 away. Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop.
I'm seeing him aim the ball right now. That's a trap you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You got to trust your stuff.
Fouled off.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Brandon McCarthy. He popped out in his first trip. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. 1 run, 4 hits, and 2 errors thus far for the Braves in the ballgame. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Adams has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Aaron Nola. He's 0 for 1 thus far. It's 1-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Aaron Nola goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Standing in now, Odubel Herrera. McCarthy up to 67 pitches thus far. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Inciarte on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's Ender Inciarte. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. On deck is Nick Markakis. Full count now. The 3-2 pitch. On the ground to third. No problem here. 1 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in once again, Nick Markakis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Ready for another shot now. Freddie Freeman. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Set to deal on 2-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Markakis stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Into the box, Tyler Flowers. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Popped him up. And Franco will make the catch to retire the side. Braves strand 1, but they're up 1-0. Up next will be Nick Williams. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams. The 2-2. Popped him up. Camargo is there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Camargo takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Carlos Santana would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. It remains 1-0. Striding in once again, Ozzie Albies. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Hit back up the middle. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. Albies gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Johan Camargo is on deck. He's set. Here's the 3-2. That misses. So a single and a walk. And it's first and second with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Digging in once again, Johan Camargo. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Tapped out in front of home. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. It was a walk in his last trip. The 0-2 home. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Now another 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
In now, Brandon McCarthy, 1-2 now to the Braves pitcher.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Back here at SunTrust Park, 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. So now Carlos Santana, he'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
In for strike 2. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Drifting under it now is Markakis, and he's got it for the first out.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Franco. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here it is, the 3-0. Is taken, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits. So his command has been pretty solid so far.
Ready for another shot now. Jorge Alfaro, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? One there. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Braves 1 and the Phillies nothing. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jared Eichhoff is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 48.
Adam Rosales will also come on now as holding the order here on that double switch.
Adam Rosales.
So the lineup flips over and digging in. Ender Inciarte, career line against Jared Eichhoff. He's got 5 base hits in 24 at-bats. That's lifted the other way out to left. Crawford ranging into the outfield. 1 down.
The right fielder, number 22, Nick Markakis.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Nick Markakis. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's flared out toward left. Hoskins moving in. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
First baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Braves 1 and the Phillies nothing. Leading off the inning, J.P. Crawford, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Stepping into the box, Adam Rosales. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped up to Marco. He's under it, and he's got it for the first out. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Quick check on that tying run at first, and the runner back easily. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Fastball that just misses inside. The 3-1 pitch. Full count, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch is in there. A called strike 3. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And that'll be all she wrote for Brandon McCarthy. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Sam Freeman enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Sam Freeman.
Nick Williams will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. The 0-2 pitch. Roll right back at him, and it hit him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Second baseman.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Hit out towards second. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
You know, D-Roy, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Fouled away. The 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Williams on second. Hernandez at first. 2 out in the inning. Another 1-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
High in the air out to center field. Inciarte's there. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Phillies will have to be content with just a 1. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. All tied at 1-1. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, to 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Hoskins waits on it, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, left fielder, Lane Adams.
Ready once again, Lane Adams. No hits to this point. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bases are empty here with two men out. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a two-out double.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. And the next in is Johan Camargo. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and two at-bats. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with two down. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike two. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So now Carlos Santana and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth. Here it is on 3-0. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. The 3-1 to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day. Cameron Rupp will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Cameron Rupp.
next 3-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Rupp is retired, 2 down now.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Ready for another chance? Jorge Alfaro. He was a double play victim last time around. The 1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Line drive to center field. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
So next to the plate for the Phillies, J.P. Crawford. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 1-1 pitch. Line hard to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Now the 1-2 pitch. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're knotted up, headed to the bottom of the ninth as the Braves will try to walk it off. Francisco Rodriguez comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Francisco Rodriguez.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Kurt Suzuki will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 24, Kurt Suzuki.
1 out, nobody on. Ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Now batter, center fielder, Ender.
Here's Ender Inciarte. Got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The 1-1 pitch. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on it.
The right fielder, number 22, Nick Markakis.
Now at the plate, Nick Markakis. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Pereira is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
stepping in for the Braves, Freddie Freeman. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with another two-strike offering. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. Three-run home run down the line in right. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, everyone wants to get their season off on the right foot and feel like all the hard work during the offseason and spring training has paid off. He came out here excited to play a real game again, and he really had a great game.
The score finishes 4-1 today. The Braves used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Sam Freeman claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 4 runs on 9 hits. 2 errors. They left 9 runners on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Our paid attendance at SunTrust Park this afternoon, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.